There we go. I'm back. And now not muted. And the music can come back too. I don't know. Sometimes the hotkey I have for things just doesn't work quite right. But there we go. Alright. Back into the game. What were we doing? We're not researching anything. I guess we could pick something else to research. We have so many databanks now. That's definitely one of the things I want to do for this run is just like research everything. Because I've never done that either. Go figure. So there's drill cone. Ooh. Drill into interstellar debris and collect gas, liquid, and solid resources from space. Or let's just go for the petroleum engine. Mid-range space exploration. Let's do that. Alright, so projects are Steve is out doing the thing on the rocket. Hopefully is fine. How is this going? We're getting rid of that liquid finally. Hopefully not off-gassing hardly at all. I think it's more that we have more steam pressure now. So it's forcing that polluted oxygen into a little tiny space. I think that's fine. We're at 99.2 C. It's good. I think real soon, these steam turbines will start working again. It's been a little while since we've seen that. And then down here, looks like we're nearly running out of gas. Yeah, like we've emptied this little area here, and we're down to micrograms. Now I need to remember what the plan was for this space, right? So we wanted to empty all of this out, and then breach this to let the gas out of here and pump that out. Was that right? No. Vacuum this out. Get petroleum here. Right? I mean, I guess technically we have this gas pump here. I might as well just give it some petroleum dropped in here. Anyway. Since if there's any gas on this side, the pump will take it out anyway. Might as well just do it now. Assuming we have any petroleum available. There should be some bottles of petroleum still down here. Yeah. Among other things. If we're going to start using petroleum rockets, we'll probably have to do something about our petroleum production. I mean, we have an oil refinery. We are storing this. What's that sound? What was the sound? Makes me nervous when I hear a sound and I don't know what it's from. Was that? It sounded like a sound from Oni. I just didn't recognize what the sound was about. Steve doing okay? Yeah, Steve is about to eat. Great. That peculiar sound made me a little nervous. Got some wrong element damage. We're mostly fine. Sometimes a little hydrogen gets into the oxygen, unfortunately. but it's not too bad. Yeah, a little bit. A lot more. What's going on here? Autosave, okay. Okay. Well, seems fine. Oh, hey, look. There's petroleum here. What is the amount of petroleum that goes into a tile? 739 kilograms? Okay, so probably not going to be enough here. Nope, okay. So we're waiting. Meteor showers. Oh good, this is shut. Excellent. And that doesn't affect our rocket, apparently, so that's good. Smirlos is, Is it? Oh, there's no power here. Well, I think passing up is not permitted anymore. Rest in peace, telescope. Almost. There we go. Oh, it does shut without power. It's just really slow. Okay. Good to know. Well, looks like the meteor shower is over here. So I guess I'll flip the switch back the other way and allow access back up. And maybe someday the dupes will fix all of this. Yep. Someday. They have a lot of work. But hey, at least they have oxygen. Nice clean oxygen to breathe, mostly. This is fine. How are the projects? Steam is getting hotter. Water is getting shallower. I think I saw it said 2 micrograms. Oh, well, 28 micrograms. There's so little gas that nothing is getting over here anymore. Building's broken. Yeah, the ladder's over in the other place. Here's more petroleum coming in. Maybe we'll have enough. Oh, never mind. Starvation? Steve? Steve, you should go eat. What is Steve's schedule? Okay, can I see... Let's see, is it vitals? Okay, you should make it a few more hours. I saw something about damage overheated there for a second. Okay, Steve's gonna go eat. Good, good. Still not quite enough petroleum there. Critter starvation. Hatches are starving. Do we not have What do we have in the critter feeder? Sandstone? Do we not have sandstone? Did we feed all of our sandstone to hatches? Is this a problem? Could I remember to use search? There is no sandstone. Alright. What to do about that? Feed him something else? I mean, our calories are kind of stable, actually. Yeah, we could feed the meat, sure. We don't need to be paused for this. They eat lots of things. Sedimentary rock, or yeah, that's an option. What's overheated? Gas filter? Okay. Yeah, we can deconstruct this now, I think. Wait. Which one is this? Oh yeah, this is for this whole process. Okay, so we should get rid of the gas bridges here too, because they're also leaking heat, probably. I probably need to relocate this gas bridge as well, or do this a different way. Yeah, I think what I'll do is I'm going to build a gas bridge. Can you put gas bridges over each other like this? Apparently you can. Is that the right direction? Yeah. Okay, if I do that, then I can deconstruct the, I can remove this gas bridge and connect the pipe directly across, and we'll bridge over this way. So we don't have a bridge literally bridging between hot and cold. This gas bridge can also go away. And so can this one. Okay. New principles. It's looking good. How is this going? Do we have any more? Yeah, we still have petroleum down there. Okay, so we're just waiting for Duke to bring that up. How is our gas situation? Oh, we're vacuum. Okay. So it's a vacuum. Now, the next step was to get the petroleum here. So we're on track to do that. But I can also tear out this gas pump and the gas vent and the pipes here. All that can go. As well as the bottle emptier here. And the electrical lines there. Steve earned a skill point. Good job, Steve. We will make you better rocket pilot, I guess. New track. Why did it suddenly get so quiet? Damage overheated. Gas filter. Oh, we're deconstructing that. Doesn't matter. Alright, so we can put gas bridges over each other. I didn't know that you could do that. So we're going to remove this gas bridge. And we're going to disconnect this and this. Oh, this and this. Connect that. Connect that. Connect that. So now we won't have a bridge that is apparently allowing heat to conduct out. We can also remove all of this, I think. Don't need any of that anymore. Don't need this vent either. Don't need this insulated gas pipe. Don't really need the ones in here either. I'm thinking about it. All this stuff. Or all of this. Or all of this. Right, all of this stuff was about filtering out all the unwanted gases out of this environment because I was lazy in how I set this up in the first place. So now it's not needed. Alright, how is our coolant situation? Everything flowing here alright? 22C. Okay. 22 down to 9. Okay, looking good. Ooh, how does this work when you're operating it? Okay, it does allow the liquid to go both ways. Great. Alright, and we made a lot of progress in getting rid of these the polluted water down here. Let's see, liquid. There we go. Okay, that's a bottle of water. Good. A little bit of petroleum here. Probably mop that up. Speaking of petroleum, is this? Yeah, this is done. So let's turn that off and deconstruct that. So now we have vacuum. Oh, gas overlay. There we go. We have vacuum in here, which is good. We have a piece of wire that we don't need there. And now the next step for this was to break the seal on the cool steam vent because there's a little bit of polluted oxygen here. We want to get rid of all that. So we're going to have that going. Ideally, the cool steam vent will stay dormant while we do this. So we don't have any steam in here. We'll pump out that last little bit of gas. And then we should be good to like pull out the gas pumps and everything and actually build in here. I hope. I hope I've made fewer mistakes this time than on the first one. So just need a tube to come over here and deal with that. Let's see. So I am thinking about this water situation here. It's the lowest it's ever been. These Paku are in trouble. But let's see. So you have water coming in here, making the loop around, going up here. Eventually, yeah, we should start backing up. I think it's going that way. Okay, this did break. So now we have a small amount, some number of grams of polluted oxygen out here again that we'll need to get rid of. But all according to plan. Let's check out the principle. Sand. Yes. So what are we going to do about water? I guess it's not an emergency. We have a large buffer of water here. Right, we have all these liquid reservoirs. Of course, these electrolyzers are going constantly and are each consuming a kilogram a second. I guess, one thing we'll eventually be able to do, maybe, is have... oh, interesting. Some very hot polluted water there. Where did that come from? Okay. Interesting. Let's, not repair that. I didn't know where that hot polluted water came from, but, oh, probably... Was there a bottle of it somewhere? Oh. You should empty that. Priority 9. Oh yeah, so deconstruct that. There we go. Good, good. Great. So we're over 100 C. Which you would think if it's Steam it would be 100 C, but 103 there, 104, 106. So like down here, oh, I saw 120 briefly. We're getting near the temperatures down here at the bottom that we need for the steam turbine to actually work. We could be producing more steel. Oh, we still have steel queued up. Yeah, let's produce more steel. Yeah, we have lots of inputs for it, so yeah. Food is decayed. Rotten Pacu fillet. Also, hey, this planetoid is over here. Doing its thing. How's breathability? Better and better. Oh, speaking of breathability, I just remembered. Back over here, we are pumping out our CO2 slowly. How's that looking? So when I looked at this last, we had CO2 like filling this whole area and then up into here maybe. So it looks like we have improved the situation a bit. I don't know Like, could we not put ladders here? Like, this isn't going to break into our shovel starvation ranch or mess with any rooms or anything, right? So this might be nice. I think broadly I had a plan of having like a large corridor here with transit tubes and stuff. And that sort of, well, it's not been a priority. Could we be making plastic in our, or doing other petroleum refining stuff in our industrial brick? So the polymer press converts petroleum into raw plastic. It produces steam and carbon dioxide. It dumps the carbon dioxide into a gas pipe, right? And then the steam out into its environment. What about the oil refinery? Converts crude oil into petroleum and natural gas. Are both of those outputted into pipes? It's been a while since I've thought about this. Right, so we have oil coming in, petroleum going out. Does it just dump everything else into the environment? I guess it must, because it doesn't have a gas output. Hence why we have all this natural gas sitting here. So I don't know that I want to dump natural gas into my steam box. But we can make a separate area below somewhere for processing oil into petroleum. And then we could pump the petroleum into here, which would then allow us to produce more steam, produce energy. Look how little liquid there is here now. Complaints about food? Or is this a timing issue? There's food. Steve just needs to eat. You have 960 calories. You're gonna get some food? Okay, good. Yep, situation normal. Alright. Right, so I was gonna look at how little liquid there is here now. So we have 53 kilograms, 30, 28, 30, just a little bit more over here, 100 kilograms. Very, very little. Mostly steam in here now. There's a little pocket of polluted oxygen. We have been off-gassing a little bit more, but it's kind of concentrated into one little pocket. So I don't think that's going to be a big deal. This power transformer has no consumers, right? Because this was set up to power the pumps. Maybe just deconstruct everything here, right? And electrically speaking, yeah, all this can go. We'll need some transformers for stuff later, but for now, none of this is being used. We have some dirt sitting here that was probably condensed out of evaporated polluted water. food poisoning. Stinky contracted food poisoning from germ-covered bog jelly. Germs here? So what does the that little icon mean? Tiny baby pufflet. So we have sinks and everything. There's a few germs here, maybe? Or is that in the water sieve? I can't tell. How is our Pacu farm doing? There's a Pacu in there. He's happy. There is mini Pacu that are miserable. But that's fine. There are incubating fry eggs. So that's good. I mean, it seems to be okay. There is food in there. For the fish. Wandering puffs here and there and everywhere. We're accumulating natural gas from our flatulent dupe. It's been exiled to this slightly less than pleasant world. And how is this box going? Still have polluted oxygen in here, but decreasing. So once we get rid of all of this, then we can actually add water, I guess, would be the thing to do, and start adding machinery and, you know, setting up a proper another industrial brick, right? This one is going to get some free water from the cool steam vent. And it's going to get some free heat from the cobalt volcano. Also, we'll have free cobalt. Should be fine. We are going to run out of water here. Should probably figure out what we're going to do about that. I could take this water from here and dump it in there. One of the benefits, one of the thoughts here was to have a lot of cool water, and we're going to use it to cool the steam turbine. I don't know how effective it's going to be at cooling it if the water is, you know, 68 degrees Celsius. We have some slightly cooler polluted water here. We could just take all this polluted water and pump it into there. That's something to do. Don't need to be paused, so I'm not going to. Let's see, where do we want to go with this? Not too far. That should be fine. And then a liquid vent right there. And all of that should be reachable. And then we just need to get power down there. Well, we have power right here, so we'll just like put that over. And there we go. So eventually that'll get built and we'll start pumping all of this slightly warmer polluted water into our reservoir. Should be good. Yeah, so we have saltwater, polluted water, and fresh water all in this pit, but it's fine. Just like we have, you know, a mixture of oxygen and polluted oxygen and natural gas, carbon dioxide, and there's some chlorine in there too. Just like layers. Alright, so... I should probably move that microphone closer. There we go. Hopefully folks can hear me okay. I'm assuming that, well, the meter looks good. I'm sure it's fine. I would really like to see our steam turbines working again. We just need to get to 125C. We're up to 107. Right there. Down here, 130. Oh, okay, here we go. So, okay, good. And I have auto repair disabled. Right, so this was these four I had originally, or maybe these two? Maybe all four I had originally built with gold amalgam. These two were replaced with steel ones. These have not been. So I'm just going to let this overheat until it destroys itself, and I'll rebuild it with steel. Hey, and look, we're almost done. We've almost destroyed all of the polluted water. Finally. I don't remember what cycle it was we started working on this project, but... Damage overheating, yeah, it's just that. Almost all gone. And then we got dirt. So the natural gas generators, yeah, they produce polluted water. That's why we're using mesh tile here. But it's fine, because it's going to be hot enough down here to instantly vaporize that polluted water that's being emitted by the natural gas generators. That was the long-term goal, and that's why initially when I built this, I was like, oh, it doesn't matter, I'll dump a bunch of polluted water in there, not thinking about the fact that it was going to take some time to get the heat up, and it was going to produce a lot of polluted oxygen that was going to interfere with things, especially when the only thermal aqua tuner I had was up here, where there was a bunch of polluted oxygen, and it was causing heat conduction problems. 125, 130. Alright, so we're gonna keep on building heat. You know, I've never noticed these controls way over there before. What do these do? Thermal tolerance. Huh. State change. Ooh. Low energy state change. Stable. High energy state change. So, high energy state change, that's liquid boiling off, right? Low energy state change would then imply, like, condensing, but it's not condensing right now. So I'm not exactly sure how to read that. I do wish there was... Okay, so scorching if it's like 100C, if it's boiling. But then it goes from that color to molten at 1800C. I wish there was a little bit more gradation, or some way to change the scale. Because otherwise this is all going to be that one scorching color. Alright, how are we doing here? Down to micrograms here on the left side. New printable. Let's check it out. Alright. Fungal spore. So what should we do next? Should we work on oil into petroleum to supply fuel for rockets and for making more plastic, so we'd eventually be able to do transit tubes? Should we pursue more sources of water? Should we work on more space for more dupes over here? Also, I remembered, again, I need to check in on our CO2 situation. Alright, so now we pulled the CO2 down to this level. How is breathability? So we have some... Oh, that's not in the base. Never mind. There's some hydrogen gas kind of accumulating up here, but that's fine. The problem we had before, as we started pumping out the CO2 here, is that it really thinned out the oxygen and became a significant breathability concern. Like, dupes were suffocating. But I think we're okay for now. But think that this is something I do need to check in on before the end of the stream, is the CO2 pumping situation and Steve out in VOD 51. Also, I am intentionally also letting this gas pump get destroyed. This is an even older version of the same story where I made this out of copper ore instead of pulled amalgam. Building broken. Excellent. Please deconstruct that. I don't suppose... No, we can't place a plan over it until the old one is gone. Excellent. This one is going to start destroying itself too. Now that there's less liquid for heat conduction around it. And we are in the 3 digits of micrograms over here now. Getting real close. Right, we don't have any sandstone. You know what we should do right now? We should go mine something. It's granite there. Granite. Sandstone over here. Sandstone and sulfur. And sandstone. And sand. And sandstone. What if we were to mine all that? And let's use, I guess, igneous. There we go. One, two, three, down. All the way across. Looks good. Get ourselves some more sandstone. And in the meantime, I can probably just change the orders here to use something other than sandstone, like something we actually have. Oops. And for the pipe, there we go. Damage overheated, good. And I already had auto repair turned off. I guess I'll just go ahead and have it deconstructed. Then we can stop the warning message. Oh, you know, I kept on looking at this and thinking I had queued this up to be deconstructed, but it's just the overpressure indicator. Alright, so... that is okay, but what did I set this to? What is... what should this be set to? Sanguine signal if above 44.3. What is the... Yeah, polluted water. Do I have a thing of polluted water so I can click it and be able to look at the encyclopedia? There we go. So it freezes at -5.2 Fahrenheit, -20 C. Okay. So we're only at -3 from 10, right? So we go down like 13 apparently. Okay, so this will be safe at this threshold. Barely. And maybe someday a dupe will come over here and deconstruct that. That's fine though. This is almost done. You know, another thing I could do is... Where is steam turbine? It's power, isn't it? So we can put a few of these here. Oh, not there though. Okay, all. Nope, can't do that. There we go. Maybe there and there would be good. We won't have room. No, we don't have room. Okay, so maybe one over. Thinking about, you know, the possibility of a third one later. What are we making these out of? Should we make them out of steel? I don't think it matters. Overheat temperature, 1000 C. Not going to be a problem. We made them out of iron, which is good. Got lots of iron. Infinite iron. Someday the iron volcano will erupt again. Flooding. Oh yeah, this is over here. I still don't really know how to use this. I guess we should at some point. That could also be a thing we could do. We get about half an hour left in the stream though, so maybe not today. Another thing we could do is, if we wanted more cooling options, play around with the ATN. I guess I had some notions of doing that. Like when we first started, and I built this ladder down, we went right through past this ATN. There was another world I was playing in, kind of on the side, back when I first started streaming this, where I did do some stuff with it, and it was okay. But there's not really been a need to here. I guess another thing we could be doing is looking for the... Well, the frozen fossil is over yonder. The amber one is. Where's the frozen one? I think it's near here too, isn't it? Oh, it's right there. Excavate? I just never clicked the button, apparently. So we could do that. And as for this one, we have zombie spores. Do we care about that? I don't know, maybe we do. You think that's significant? Those old zombie spores? What do they do exactly? Let's see, I think if we look at the spore kid. A brain fungus. Zombie spores. I know I've looked at this before on stream, but that was a while ago. Survives in lots of things. Inhibited by gas. Killed by solid liquid. Okay. Duplicants who touch or inhale the spores risk becoming infected and temporarily losing motor control. Well, that's not, I mean, temporarily. It's not a big deal, right? I would probably want to still control how easily they spread. So I might do something like do a airlock here, and then we could dig out here, and then oops, build a ladder out of not sandstone. Put the ladder here. Cancel that. Do something like that. There, some more stuff for dupes to do. Yeah, I realized I put the planter box here because I was thinking, oh, we shipped over this oxyfern. The problem is if I put the oxyfern here, it's going to produce oxygen, and we're gonna pump it into our CO2 storage. So I don't want to do that. Maybe we could build this somewhere else. How about it's right here? Alright, let's check in on things and stuff. Alright, so this got deconstructed. We're gonna make another steel one to complete the set. Alright, and now our coolant is so cold we can't cool it anymore. So these pipes should probably all be insulated too. Like into here. Maybe not granite. Isn't igneous better? Otherwise, we're letting that coolant cool our steam. We don't want that. Especially when we're so close to our 125C we need for these turbines to work again. Alright. And then down here. Alright, we get a steam turbine here. Other things we need to do. We do need to set up liquid pipes. We could probably just have them go down here. Maybe not. Maybe this away. Can we put the liquid pipe going down? Like here? And then liquid vent here? I also want to remove those tiles here, I think. They're not really needed. We'll build some ladders out of not sandstone. Granite. Alright, 2-digit micrograms. So close. There we go. Normal. Okay, good. Nothing unusual about any of those things. Did we, okay, we are pumping. We are adding more liquid to our reservoir, so the wild pacu that are here will not end up flopping. It'd be really cool if we could actually uncap the cobalt volcano today. there any reason not to remove this insulated tile at this point? I mean, we're going to do that eventually, right? But I could do that now. I wasn't planning on re-enclosing this for any reason. I will leave the bottom tile, just so the water doesn't run out. Because we want to keep that water. Well, that might be a reason not to remove those tiles quite yet, but we can remove this one. We also probably want to make sure to sweep everything we can. Because it's not that hot in here right now, and so neither are the materials, but they are going to get hot, so we want to keep this area swept out so we don't have hot materials that we have to worry about getting hauled out and getting dropped somewhere that'll heat up the base. Yeah, how is that water being there interfering or not with yeah, so now we're destroying a little bit of water, and it should do a little bit of gas sometimes. Good that time. Okay. I guess we don't need all of these ladders here. Alright. 27 micrograms. 1 microgram. 1 microgram. $18, $13. Getting real close. How's this doing up here? Very steamy, right? We got a little natural gas in there from something. How did that get there? There must have been a pipe. One of the pipes that we deconstructed that had a little bit of natural gas in it. Yeah. Oh well. It's not the end of the world. It's not great, but 1 tile of natural gas I'm not too worried about. So we're at 117C. So when we get to 125, the turbines can work. So we're at actually a pretty consistent temperature. Much less of a temperature gradient than there used to be in here. Right, 119 down there, 115 down up here. So only like 4 degrees Celsius difference, which is good. 18, because this again, he's probably fine, right? Yeah, it's his break. So, how is the water situation though? Okay, we got this much water left, and this much food left. We're out of plastic. We're out of power. Right, because this rocket has a battery. It's like one of the sections of the rocket is the battery. So we made 49 data banks. Very nice. I guess we used all the plastic before we ran out of power. So that's pretty good. I guess we could bring Steve back now, because he can't do anything. He can't do any more data collection or telescoping. How is the star map looking? I guess we didn't get far enough to really discover anything else here, but I'm gonna go back to the planet and make sure to open the bunker doors. What happens to the the dirt here? It's interesting. It has a buried object. Is that reachable? I guess so. I'm assuming that we cannot have the rocket land, but I think we should at least be able to send Steve back to orbit. 2 of 3 tiles. There we go. Off you go, Steve. Please come home. Right, and we're sending gas. oxygen specifically to the other planetoid, which we'll see once the autosave is done. Looks like we are maybe kind of full on gas over there. Let's check out Smerolos. Ventilation. So we are, yeah, we're full here, and we're at pressure at the gas vents. Yeah, that makes sense. All right, back to here. What was going on that we were watching here? I just temperature, right? It's 122. So the issue right now is that we are adding heat, right? So the natural gas generators are producing heat. They so we are eventually going to get there. Can we make more steel? That would also add heat. Can I put a number here? Yeah. All right, 20. Cool. We can also make more. We can make some ceramic. Yeah, we can do that. Oh, good. I did make the metal refinery out of ceramic. I guess it would have destroyed itself again if I hadn't. So that's important. But these things also introduce heat. And that's what we're trying to do. We need enough heat so that the steam turbines can operate. The steam turbines are going to warm up the coolant so that that heat can then be pumped back in through the aqua tuner, back in, to make a sustained, you know, a perpetual motion, a thing that does not obey the laws of thermodynamics that will generate power for us. And we are looking at gas, and there is no gas here. It is a vacuum. So we have water, and we have petroleum, and we have vacuum. I'm not sure why this steam turbine didn't get constructed yet. I guess they just haven't gotten to it. But it seems like the liquid pipe there does not interfere with things, so that's good. And I guess things we need to do now. So we can disconnect the automation wire here. And actually just plan on deconstructing all that. And all of this can also go. And then this can also go. And the pumps can also... all of this. And we don't really need these wires here anymore either. We'll need different wires later. Okay. So I want all of that to happen, and then we will sweep everything out, and then build a ladder there. We're gonna want to do a couple things. We're gonna want to analyze. Go ahead and queue up the analysis of that. We'll want to analyze this here, and we're gonna deconstruct. We're gonna dig out rather. I must have hit H. We're gonna dig out this volcano, and we'll discover what it's all about, and then this will be ready to do things. We also need to get some water, some more water in there, maybe. I guess the steam vent will supply us with water and steam, so maybe it's fine. But that's going to be the priority for this. Is that all the stuff needs to be deconstructed and then all swept, and then once that happens, then we can expose the cobalt volcano. That's reachable, right? Now you're just tired of doing stuff? Okay. Bye. How is V'ger 51? You are complaining about breathability, but hey, you got lots of oxygen. Alright, so he is making his way to orbit. If we go back to here, have we... Oh, we have new printables. Still not really ready to take any dupes. I would need something... I mean, 11 agriculture, night owl. This is okay, but the bonus is... Can't do digging. Doesn't really contradict any of the others. I mean, this is an okay dupe. If I had a place for them, maybe I would take them. But likely the next stream, this will be a project to do, is to start expanding the base upwards. What is... Okay, we have lots of oxygen. Oh, slime lung oxygen up here. Maybe a thing we could do. Let's look at the gas overlay. So there is some polluted oxygen in here. We might want to get some deodorizers going. Don't really have a lot of idle dupes here at the moment. They have stuff to do. So that maybe is as a project for next time, is to start to clean up that area and make it ready to expand the base into. Still pumping down here. Steve can't find food. Probably can. Yeah, we still have food. Yep, there he goes. Alright, so... What were we waiting for? Oh yeah, something that I get distracted, I forgot about checking. Which is, have we dug out? Here, we have. Okay, so let's send Steve home. So go ahead and change your course. Go ahead and land. And we'll get a rocket back. And then we should have... So we've been waiting on those data banks to be able to research the next thing in material science. So perhaps next stream, I'll be able to build a petroleum engine and build a bigger rocket. Might also be a good time to look at expanding this. We have a lot more steel. Well, we have some steel and more on the way to make more bunker doors. Yeah, this whole situation with how the rockets, like where the rockets are located, and the just general amount of space was what I was just thinking about. You know, because this is a classic style map with the Spaced Out DLC, we have a big area to start with. It might be curious in a future run to start with one of the Spaced Out DLC style little planetoids and see how that goes. Could be fun. Alright, so we are at 117. We're at 130 down here, so it's hot enough here to sustain the steam turbine. The temperature just needs to make its way up. And then in here, we probably can't reach these spots. To deconstruct the rest of that, let me go ahead and sweep everything, please. And I triggered analysis. So eventually someone should come over here and analyze the cool steam vent. Should happen. I guess we're gonna do that. We don't need that. Of course, that resulted in something else that needs to be swept. Whatever. It's fine. What does temperature look like down here? So we have this hot liquid from down here being pumped in, and we have cool liquid over here from... Hey, our cool slush geyser is emitting polluted water again, so that's good. Alright, so it looks like everything to be deconstructed has been deconstructed. So we just need to sweep this all out, and then we can expose the cobalt volcano. So this might actually happen today. That'd be great. And I feel like this is going to happen anytime now. Yeah, we're at 125 there. It just needs to make its way up here. Once the steam here hits 125 C, then the steam turbines can go. And that's going to then warm up our coolant that's circulating. Is Steve... Looks like Steve is back. Yeah, so let's go ahead and set this tick rounded. And, so yeah, access restricted. What does that mean? Cannot be operated while restricted. Oh, it can be filled. Okay. Cool. So our rocket is back. Go ahead and close the bunker doors, just so we don't have to scramble if there's a meteor shower. Stuff will refill as it does, and I guess right now, let's see, things I want to do. I want to change the consumable setting for Steve back off of our berry sludge. There it is. So no one should be eating berry sludge right now. Good. And then I might just set the rocket back to not grounded so that Steve can live in here. Huh, where's Catalina sleeping? Where is Steve? Okay. Let's, so Catalina should occupy this bed. Oh, right, so this is the extra cot that was built while we were trying to figure out how to get everything set up with the rocket. That's right, I remember now. Okay, so we have all those databanks, like 49 databanks collected that are now here. So we should be able to knock out the research on even better rocket engine. And how is our CO2? Okay. So it's down here, so I imagine this will eventually kind of level out to here. That's probably good enough for now. So I'm going to go ahead and cut the pipe there. And also here. That way when we're ready to start pumping CO2... oh right, we're not going to be doing that. You know why? Because the next rocket is probably not going to be a CO2 engine. We may just stop using those completely, so we don't need to worry about that. Might have some other use for the CO2 later, so we have it all stored in here. 1,000 kilograms per tile of CO2. And then we have all of our steam in here. Alrighty, and then how is this doing? Almost all swept up. And still vacuum. Everything looking good inside of our new industrial brick. So let's prioritize sweeping this. There we go, let's get that done. And this is going to be really fun because it seems like the volcano is active. Maybe it'll still be active when we dig it out. Which tile is it? It's the special one? Is it this one? This one right here? I don't remember. I want to say it's this one. I'm wondering about that because what I might want to do is dig out the rest of the tiles and sweep them up before digging the last one to minimize the amount of hot stuff that's left around. Oh, hey, I just saw your messages, Brainless. I should have a better place for chat to show up, but I gotta look over there to see it. Okay, break time. Better. Food time. Very nice. Yeah, I definitely overate today. But it was so good. Got some fast food. Okay, so we're all swept up. So I think I can dig these tiles out safely. Right, it's this tile is the one that it's actually blocking the volcano. We're gonna find out here in a minute if that's true. And by a minute, I mean whenever schedules allow. Oh, yeah, we have several shifts that have. Okay, I'll go ahead and click analyze. So molten cobalt, 11.2 kilograms a second at 4,000 degrees Fahrenheit, 2,200 degrees Celsius. Yeah. Oh, it's idle. So we've not proven anything yet. But I think that's right. What food is decayed? Barbecue? Yeah. I don't know if there's anything I can do better here. Like, I could store less than 5 kilograms of food. Seems fine. Alright, back to the projects. Alright, we need to sweep these up before we can unleash the volcano. Uncap the volcano. 119. Yeah, 119. When we get to 125, it's action time. So that temperature has risen. You know, before we were only seeing it down here. Now we're seeing it here. So I don't know if we're gonna see it in the stream today, but we're really close. Activating the thermal aqua tuner here is not gonna do us any good though. The limiting factor is the temperature of the coolant. Okay, and we have some packets here. Let's see. Yeah, because we're mixing. We're mixing the cold, cool, yeah. The coolant that we cycled many times and cooled, we're mixing with the hotter liquid from the metal refinery. That's what's allowing the thermal aqua to keep going. It's the fact that we're adding warmer liquid into the loop, which is ultimately what we're trying to do with getting the steam turbines running, because they're going to take heat from here out to here that's going to then warm up through our radiant pipes, our coolant, allowing us to pull the heat back into the chamber. Alright, so this is all swept up, so the only thing left to do here is to dig the last tile. This is it. Oh, if you could just be idle for a little bit, Cobalt Volcano, that would be very convenient. Where's the stress coming from? Steve was a little stressed out, I guess, from maybe all the suffocating. All right, so this is fine. Hey, look, it's steam. It's not a lot of steam, but there's only. This is gonna, yeah. There you go. Hey, look, it's oh, there you go, 180, 183, 185. So we're gonna be quite hot. And now we have a bunch of cobalt here as well. More refined metal, 22 kilograms there. So, excuse me. Some things that we'll need to do are, we'll hook up this to a battery. Probably set up a thermal aqua tuner as well, just like the other one. Set up, what is like vital here? Probably set up a conveyor rail loop thing to like move the cobalt around in the steam a bit more to help cool it off, and then we can set up a thing to dump it out once it cools to you know, a reasonable-ish temperature. But you know, it's very different. The different scenarios here, where, you know, we were off and on getting steam. It's like kind of dragging on and on, like almost there. Oh no, never mind. Whereas this is more of a, once we got this all vacuumed out, then could actually just release the volcano. Instantly steam. And some of this may condense, but you know, there's a lot of heat, just like in the cobalt here. You know, it's 400 degrees. Like if it was circulating around, we could dump a lot more heat into the room, and the volcano is probably going to erupt again many times. 44 seconds every 886 seconds is the eruption period, but we don't know what the active period is. And it's quite hot molten cobalt, so even if it's not a huge amount, it's only 11 kilograms. But hey, free metal and free heat. And we're gonna also get steam at 110 C, 5.3 kilograms a second. When it's erupting, it's like about half the time. We don't know what the active period is yet. Need a dupe in here. I don't know why I'm paused. Let's let this run for a little bit longer. It is approaching that time though, where I will want to, you know, end the stream. Start winding down my day. But we can go on a little bit longer. See how things go here. See if we can get some dupes to come analyze these things. See if we get the steam turbine running. I don't know how long this is actually going to take. Oh, we're up to 120. I guess while we're waiting, the other thing we could do here, can we, so we have to use an ore. And the ore that we have the most of is gold amalgam. So I'll put this over here. I think I'm gonna send the power this way. And then, how did I have this set up? I don't have a battery here, do I? I did set up a signal switch, apparently. Okay. Probably should do that over here, too. Seems like a good idea. What am I making that out of? Lead? No. Iron, please. And automation wire. There we go. I could probably dig through here. So this is a wild weeds wort. I'm not sure if I want to disturb it. I might just go around. If I remember right, this was like what was this? Pause really quick. A leaky oil fissure. So I think these are not quite as tall. I'm hoping. Well, I guess if nothing else, I can move the heavy wall wire to go above. Go here. Yeah, I think that'll be fine. I don't want to disturb the wildweeds work because I don't have to fertilize this. I don't have to spit fertilizer, and this is, I mean, irradiating its area, but also destroying heat forming. All right, now we're analyzing our cool steam vent here, which is good. What do we have for principles? We have nothing, 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 nothing I want. Reject all. I mean, I guess I could have taken the slug egg and then cooked it. That's an option. Alright, so I was right about the leaky oil fissure. It doesn't stick up. 1, 2, 3. Oh, this is only 3 high too. 1, 2, 3. I guess they're 3 high? Why was I thinking that some of them are 4 high? 2, 3. Oh. Just wrong. There we go. Heavy wall wire. Across. Ultimately, what I want to do is I want to send this wire over to our, what do you call it? Trunk, power, bus. There's a term I always hear people say when they're talking about this thing that you have going along the side of the map, that is your kind of main thing that you route power through, but I don't... The word's not coming to me. Anyway, it doesn't matter. This thing. The thing that I just said. in more words than may have been necessary. So how can we do this? What I'll probably want to do is send this up this way and then across. Now this wire, what's going on with this wire? It's kind of in the way there. Let's do this. Let's set up some wire bridges. Actually, that wire is really in the way there. Why don't we just have the wire go this way? And once we have that, we can disconnect this here and tear this all out, and then it won't be in the way. In the meantime, I can also continue building there. And there. And that'll be the plan, to go across there. Alright, we're gonna erupt again. We're gonna get even more heat. The temperature overview is not gonna tell us anything. I guess, yeah, this is getting greener because the steam is hot enough that it's in a kind of a stable state. It's not at risk of condensing. I think that's what that means. And we are still analyzing this, and we haven't even started analyzing the Cobalt volcano. Damage overheated. Ah. Did you know that liquid reservoirs can overheat? Can we make a liquid reservoir out of something that can't overheat? You can. Alright. Whoops. Okay, so I'm going to remove some ladders here so they're not in the way. And this airflow tile. Oh boy. Okay, how is this going to work? I think what I want to do is I want to set this up as... What I want to do is I want to stop putting liquid into this, and I'll have this go straight through there. So hopefully we can drain all the liquid out of it. Okay, and we are... I guess we're going to keep trying to repair it. In the meantime, actually, we're storing almost nothing. Oh, it is polluted water, though. I wouldn't want to deconstruct it because then we'll drop a bottle of hot polluted water and we'll have to haul away quickly. So yeah, what I want to do is I want to wait for this to completely drain and then deconstruct it and build a new one out of steel. How much steel we have? We should have enough. Yeah, I just was not thinking when I was building these that, oh yeah, you need to make these out of steel. Yep. Just a reminder. When you make a hot industrial brick, everything needs to be out of ceramic and steel and, you know, things that can take the temperature. Maybe someday I'll consistently remember. In the meantime, we're not quite at 125C here at the steam turbines either, but that's fine. I guess I could also... utilities? make a thermal aqua tuner here. Oh no, that's gonna use too much steel. I'm gonna wait until I can sort out the liquid reservoirs, and then maybe don't know if I'll have time today to set up the thermal aqua tuner and the other industrial brick. What happened here? Repair errands. Why was this damaged? That's strange. Alright, we're almost empty though, so I think what I'm going to do, it's not taking too much damage. I'm going to disable auto repair for now, and then once this empties, it's going to go away, and we'll build a new one out of steel. Ooh. And we are at 124. We're so close to 125 and actually having the steam turbine working. Alright, and we're also empty here, so let's deconstruct this liquid reservoir. And remember that the new one needs to go on top of these two mesh tiles to line up with all the piping and stuff. Alright, and liquid reservoir, steel, right there. There we go. Output pipe full. Yep, that'll happen. Oh, there it goes. And what that means is our coolant is going to get warmer, and the whole thing will perpetuate itself, which is great. Alright, so now let's fix the piping situation here. So we want to disconnect this and connect that. There we go. And then I guess we need to do something kind of similar over here, where we stop putting liquid in there. How's that gonna work? How is that gonna work? I guess we're gonna this way? No. Maybe disconnect that there as well, so we can constantly drain that, and this will act as a buffer. Okay. Because what we need to do is we need to empty this reservoir so we can rebuild it with steel. Then we'll put it back the way it was, since that seemed to be working pretty well, other than the fact that it was melting. And at least for right now, I think we can disable auto repair. Yep, that looks good. Alright. And still analyzing this. More cobalt incoming. We're still pumping water here. Quite a bit of water. So we have that. What else do we need to check on? We don't have the rocket out anymore, so it's fine. How is research coming? Oh, so is the number of research points based on the number of data banks? right? So it's 51 of 250. Do we need to get 199 more data banks to finish this research? If so, maybe next time we will be building the small petroleum engine instead. I mean, that makes sense from a kind of keeping things simple perspective. I just didn't know how many research points corresponded to how many databanks. But I think I do now. Alright, so I think this is going to drain before it destroys itself. And we're not putting any more liquid in, so... when we go to hook this back up, we just need to disconnect here and reconnect here. Okay, 700. Alright, so we are still kind of hovering at the temperature needed to keep the turbines going. Generator idle. What's that about? Why is the generator idle? This power source is idle. What does it mean? Oh, it looked like it was doing something for a second. Pipe blocked. Okay. Do we need 2 pipes here? Or, oh, this is a situation where we need the pipes to link together in a way like this. Right? For now, I'm just going to leave this connected until we get that pipe built. But I think that that's the thing, is that they need to link together in a way that's not on top of where the output is. I could be wrong. We might just need 2 pipes. Alright, is this empty? It is. Alright, deconstruct. Alright, and steel. Right there. So we're quite close to actually having these steam turbines working. Other than the fact that we don't have anywhere for the power to go quite yet. Did we build the wire going the other way? Good. Alright, so let's disconnect these points. Good. Not being used. And we'll remove this wire out of the way. Might as well just remove all the unused wire here. Get that copper ore back. Okay, and we can cross the ladder with this. Good. I mean, I'm sure we've done that somewhere else. Like there. Alright, both of them are going. Yeah, look at that. Alright, so I think, though, that we can safely disconnect that. And that works. We have no coolant. That seems bad. We should connect these and disconnect this. There we go. I mean, they are getting warmer. eventually the steam turbines can get warm enough that they no longer produce power, because the thing that is being represented here is this idea that you have something hot here and it's cool over there and something like that. Anyway. It's one of those times where I thought I had an explanation that I was about to say that related to actual real-world science, and then nope. Didn't have one that I was ready to give. But we have coolant. And I think we should be good. So down here, the steam is 126. And pretty consistently, it's like warmer in the middle. Like there's a wave front of hotness ascending upwards, and then it cooled down because we stopped operating for a little bit, and then yeah, so 127, 128, but pretty consistently above 125 all the way up, which is good. So now we have lots of power for things. Now this is the kind of the point where we're like, okay, well, what are we doing with all of this? I mean, obviously we can make more steel and handle the temperature of the cooling the liquid coolant for the metal refinery, but we can do more. I don't know exactly what yet. I guess I have a week to figure that out, because I think I could go on longer, but I think I won't. I think we've achieved kind of the main thing here. Like, this is fully steamed. This is actually working. We launched a rocket. We got data banks back. Got all that working. I should have ended this a cycle ago, so we could have ended on cycle 666, but that's fine. We're not completely out of water. We got 2 hot industrial bricks full of steam. We have not lost a dupe yet. We are ready almost to start expanding the base up, and then maybe taking on some more dupes. Expanding to a second rocket pad, building a bigger rocket, doing more exploration. We're, doing good things. And at some point we'll have to do the research. This was the thing when I was looking before we were like, oh, I need to do rockets to do more science. This was the thing I was looking at, right? Is to do the monument. Now, I don't know what materials are required to build this. I have no idea. But that's 250 databanks plus the ones for, so like 16, so like 300 databanks. And we're doing this as well first. But maybe that'll be, unless I have some other specific thing to do, maybe after we do this, I can start researching towards the monument. That'll be a good kind of like accomplishment goal to focus towards, and that might then tell me more about what I might want to do with these industrial bricks, right? And there's still more work to be done here in terms of overflow water and the cobalt and distributing it, and thermal aqua tuner and all those sorts of things. But yeah, I'm rambling, so I'm gonna end it here though. Thanks so much for hanging out and watching. If you're this will eventually be on YouTube, usually like a week after the stream tonight. So like this will be what I'm saying right now will be on YouTube the after. Excuse me. Need more water. The afternoon before I go live on Friday is when this video will hit YouTube. So if you're watching this on YouTube, and you've made it to the end, that's amazing. Come over to twitch.tv/Saban and you can see me live. Alright, so anyway, that's gonna be it for today. Okay, wanted to make sure I got a save down there. Alright, yeah, that's gonna be it though. Thanks again. Seemed like a really good stream today. Actually, this week has been really great for streams, and I'm looking forward to the next week and some extra coding streams and all that stuff. Most of my schedule is here on Twitch. And then, yeah, I think I'll also be doing those additional coding streams on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Yeah, I think that's it. So thanks for coming out and watching, and until next time, take care. Have a good weekend. Until next time, bye bye.